Thank you. It is now time to recognize and congratulate our graduates. Graduates, please remain in your seats until an usher directs your row up to the stage, and be sure you have your name card in hand when you come up to the podium. Thank you.
Susan Ty. Natalie Marie Graham. Mary Wynn. Joseph Westlake. Mariella Castaneda. Young G. Lee. Grace Makupta. Quinn Ann Pham. Namia Muhammad. Kimberly Jones. Rosalia Travers. Khalib Vaughn. Kenneth Iring Taliong. Pajay Lomabia. Morgan Dennis. Jamil McMullen. Rihanna Young. Brianna Alexander. Kritika Rana. Jarrett Copen. Ian Edwards. Melissa Pierre-Louis. Jennifer Kyung. Ankilia DePass. Efun Shade Osaba. Neka Giki. Kiana Joy Ochiaba. Nabugu Ohea Enya. Emmanuel Norte. Durgam Ayasiri. Harbin Singh Brar. Sebastian Restrepo. Amanda Joy Schwartz. Kinte Lace. Aaron Wilson. Jesse Lee Negler. Sophie Peloit. Brandon Roberts Blake. Wesley Palmer. Tejun Sweeney Chakravarthi. Tiffany Nguyen. Vanessa Giamfi. Nadia Khatib. Camille Rochen. Yojun Yi Vanessa. Mathena Rajadan. Lome Ping Phoebe. Wei Queen Ko. Diane Orzo Rose. Ellie Chestnut. Jocelyn Gregory. Bianca Davis. Elizabeth Luncher. Ariel Phipps. Nikita Ramesh. Sharia Bashani. Anita Singh. Davika Ratan. Christian Troches. Victoria Blejo. K.N. Flench. Noah Norman. Eric Martin. Leighton Barnes. Chukunini Peter Obuyagu. Whitney Doroje. Amina Sariki. Kara Littlejohn. India Younger. Prince Winifie. Antonio Parker. Jaewei Chen. Hu Fang Wu. Annabelle Tan. Yi Ning Ho. Timothy Young. Merritt Lau. Lee Sing Yu. Jewel Brooks Jones. Summer Amin. Nada A. Syed. Muntia Rizik. Iman Efi. Fatima Yasin. Nusrat Yasmin. Yera Mohammed. Farara Mohamed Shifi. Asma Shafi. Josie Huang. Suki Chen. Zhang Ting Zhu. Anel Vidal. Daniela Herrera. Jennifer Maldonado. Carol Reeves. Leah Renford. Makima Phelps. Leela Blazer. Did I say that wrong? Shaniqua James. Shanae Adriana Baxter. Anae Swaggart. Nautica Lawrence. Chibuzo Akalisa. Destiny Rosales. Bella Ali Mohammed. Veronica Wendy. Anna Marmolejos. Kanwal Asif. Anne Churville. Paul Van Leuven. Asia Cisse. Shatea Lindsay. Alexis Corzo. Teresa Yura. Tatiana Jimenez Knight. Jessica Ayala. Justina Garcia. Carla Santos Rivera. Jueria Dahir. Alberta Yeboah. Elizabeth Yeboah. Alana Wong. Tiana McGee. Ozameka Aniaba. Noel Nesbitt. Jessica Midget. Nicole Amaranto. Karen Koblan. Surya Shri Rosante. Paradise Labrador. Troy Williams. Michael Lai. Anna Sheng. Melissa Villanueva. Emmanuel McBride. Shaitandra Pell. Nigel Brown. Kalia Richards. Tyler Laurel. David Alexander Levy. Jasenia Vasquez. Demarius Melo. Filza Rizal. Crystal Harrison. Francesca Lopez. Debbie Y.T. Wan. Raying Jillian Yee. Jody Chin Sing Wong. Kelly Chua. Spencer Ying. Shane Anderson. Untao Taeyong. Rong Chen. Teloria Gamble. Portia Y. Wynn. Danielle Anderson. Iman Dulia. Gerald Cathcart. Carlos Capriolo. Don Thureka. Ellen Wong. Muhammad Ibrahim. Awali Abu Bakar. Marissa Bland. Valerie Murthel. David Bratton. Ivirana Torres. Ranbir Singh. Ricardo Romero. Alberto Santiago Jr. Sharnice Ellington. Shayana Almonte. Adrian Fernandez. Ruth Garanzo. Catherine Grange. Caitlin Myers. Michael Terra. Brandon Dunkley. Sean Hong Sing Wong. Faruna Shafi. Jody Duquesne. Safwan Usnya. Jolanda Hill. Iran Cool. Belle Cunningham. Shantae Barnes. Asha Ruff. Kira White. Sean Christopher H. Hoy. Samantha Pfeiffer. Abigail LaPlanca. Sandra Ramirez. Darren Bean. Andrea Molina. Elvin Okoroji. Brina Epke Brana. Baruna. Sherelle Dorlins. Leah F. Williams. Daisha D. Scott. Josla Barahona. Christina Naylor. Sebastina Barocci. A. Ajibon. Ami Antwi Aji. Panta Gashwas. Amanda Lowe. Kenneth Chan. Crystal Trong. Barry Lee. Jennifer Lee. Dave Dennis Ramsamy. Lena Shah. Fiona Zhu. Jennifer Asante. Amanda Osei. Nadia Ramirez. Nadina Ramirez. Stephanie Hernandez. Sathya Mehta. Emakroma Biko. Rakshit Murthy Viswanatham. Stephanie Baroa. Nilkonthe Muhashima Kumar Luce. Close. Nikita Kumar. Sophia Catherine Colcraft Peters. Navjoit Kaur Krota. Saseen Puyala. Jay Dibashi. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure and honor to present to you the class of 2015.
Congratulations. We'll give one more round of applause for all of our graduates this year. And now it's time to share some of the memories of your years here at UB. This is a slideshow of the photos that you shared with us. Please enjoy. I would now like to invite Dr. Andrew Stott, Dean of Undergraduate Education, to share the closing remarks.
Well, thank you, Terry, and congratulations, class of 2015. This is really amazing, so well done to you all. So, yes, indeed, please. So, this is a hard act to follow. I mean, they've given me the job of closing this thing out and bringing it back home, and that's a big responsibility because the amount of energy in this room, the amount of talent, the amount of potential, the amount of love I'm feeling in this room from the parents and from you all is just truly humbling. So that's a really beautiful thing to see. And the speeches we've heard from the student speakers, congratulations, well done, they were just fantastic. From, of course, our wonderful keynote speaker. I can't follow those, so I'm not even going to try. And the performances were just amazing too. That dancing was fantastic. Let's hear it for the dancers. I had a ringside seat. I mean, I tell you, some of those guys were getting into that a little bit too much, if you ask me. I mean, you may be able to tell from my accent that I'm British, and we don't have anything like that in Britain. The closest we get is comparing our beekeeping suits. So, so caliente, there you go. So you've heard some beautiful words of wisdom, some fantastic advice. If anything I'm going to tell you, I want to tell you to keep your minds open at all times. I think there's one piece of advice you'll hear in graduation ceremonies a lot, and it's this: just be yourself. It's a very important piece of advice, but also I think it comes with a caveat, and I want to give you a caveat to that. I think saying just be yourself is rather a terrible burden to place on somebody, especially a young person, and I'll tell you why. What if you don't yet know who you are or who you want to be? I'm telling you, that's okay. It's absolutely okay. I give you permission as Dean of Undergraduate Education at the University of Buffalo to not know who you are or what you want to do yet. It's absolutely fine. I tell you, I feel that way too. I feel my identity is in a state of flux, formation and experiment, and I think yours should be too, and you should embrace that. Why limit yourself to one definition of anything? The great American poet Walt Whitman, one of the greatest Americans, a genius in my view, an outsider, a strange person, but an insightful prophet and genius, said, "I am large, I contain multitudes." And you all do. He acknowledged the contradictions and ambiguities that coexisted within him. Throughout your educational career here at UB, we've encouraged you always to tell your story. We've asked you to write personal statements. We've asked you to build a competitive CV. And you've done that. You've excelled. But that is not you. Rather, I say, follow Walt Whitman's lead and resist to say the urge, "I'm the kind of person who," or "the thing about me is," because these default to a rather comfortable narrative of who you are. They're templates that seem like they may explain you, but they don't. Really, they confine you, and they quiet the multitude that exists within you. The fantasy of finding a fixed, authentic self is a powerful one, of discovering your authentic self and being freed from all anxiety and doubt. But the truth is, we may remain children in a state of formation for much longer than we want to admit to ourselves, still in a state of becoming, of questioning, changing, and not knowing. I experienced this just last April when I was in a busy restaurant with my own parents who are now well into their 80s. Now, the waiter took our orders, and when the starters came out, mine never arrived. I'd been forgotten. Although I assured the waiter that this was perfectly okay in my very uptight British way, "Oh, no problem. Don't worry about it. I'm seething. I'll never forgive you. But no. It's okay." In fact, you can tell when my wife and I have had, she's British also, have had a terrible argument. "How are you?" "Fine." That's kind of it. My friend who's from Puerto Rico says, "Oh, you can tell when my wife and I have had a terrible argument because you can hear the car screeching away from the house and all the doors being slammed." So, there's differences. Now, I assured the waiter that this was perfectly okay. It was fine. I didn't mind being overlooked. I understood that these things happened. But at the same time, and I'm being completely honest with you, I wanted to cry. Something inside me, it was so strange. Something inside me, I was a child again. It was like I'd been overlooked at some sort of family gathering, and I was the smallest one. It was so strange and so infantilizing, and I cannot explain it, except to say that we are children for longer than we realize. That we are always in this state of becoming, that something will leap into your consciousness just when you're not expecting it, and you will become a stranger to yourself. Now, this is okay. Embrace this. What this means is we're growing, we're changing, we're open to opportunity and to possibility. So instead of telling you to be yourself, I say resist the limitations of self, remaining always alive to the vivid, roiling, contentious polyphony inside of you. It does not necessarily contain an answer, but it's rich with surprise and wonder and possibility. And after all you've sacrificed to be here and how hard you've studied to better yourselves, you owe that to yourself. And as you consider this rather strange message for a graduation speech, I want to leave you with a stanza from a poem by Walt Whitman, that great American visionary. This is from Walt Whitman's Song of Myself. There is that in me, I do not know what it is, but I know it is in me. Wrenched and sweaty, calm and cool, then my body becomes. I sleep, I sleep. I do not know it. It is without name. It is a word unsaid. It is not in any dictionary, utterance, symbol. Something it swings on more than earth I swing on. To it the creation is the friend whose embracing wakes me. Perhaps I might tell more. Outlines I plead for my brothers and my sisters. Do you see, O my brothers and my sisters, it is not chaos or death. It is form, union, plan. It is eternal life. It is happiness. And that's what I wish for all of you. Congratulations, class of 2015.
Thank you, Dr. Stott. Before we leave here today, I'd like you to leave in a similar way to how you began your academic career at UB. As you may remember, you sang our alma mater at orientation. And now, as you all graduate, I invite you to once again follow along as we bring back UB's Royal Pitches to sing our UB alma mater.
Tradition, our alma mater's truth and name declare. Celebrate our history and wisdom. Oh, let us all prepare to sing her glory. To Buffalo, all hail to thee. Noble and strong, it's our university. To blue and white, pledge loyalty, singing, I will always remember thee.
All right. How about now? Okay, there we go. We are at the end of our ceremony, but the celebration doesn't stop here. Please join us in the Student Union where you checked in this morning for a reception and celebration. Please remain seated while our graduate procession exits the auditorium, and then the rest can follow to the Student Union. Thank you for joining us today.